should be live here. Going to be streaming the America's Cup 3, third annual America's Cup tournament for my NWC promotion. I also have a couple of other matches that should take place on the event. Let me load the... there we go. The World Women's Title match with Mildred Burke and Nell Stewart, and there should also be a tag title match on here. But apparently I forgot to save it after I added the tag title match, so let's do that. So we've got Dawn and Jackie Fargo, the fabulous Fargos, with their manager Red Berry. He deserted the fabulous Kangaroos after they lost the title and started teaming with the Fargo brothers, or started managing the Fargo brothers, which were Roughhouse and Jackie Fargo. And then Roughhouse sort of phased out once Dawn Fargo debuted, and he's now the manager of the fabulous Fargo. So we'll go ahead and add him there. And they won the titles from Rip Hawk and Ray Stevens. So we will avoid putting them in there. I think I'm going to do the Crusher and the Mauler. So go Crusher and Missouri Mauler. There we go. And we're going to add that match. Let's go here and go match setup, match info. Give this a name. It's going to be an NWC Tag Team Titles match. And we will add the match, and that's going to go up. And then we're going to save this real quick just to have it done. Go right here, hit save. Yes. There we go. But that's not what we're doing quite yet. We're going to finish up. I've already done half of the first round off camera. I just wasn't feeling well, so I didn't feel like streaming yesterday or the day before, whatever day it was. I can't even remember now. So I had 2 of the 4 matches already. But Sputnik Monroe faced off against Arnold Skoland, and Monroe won. Angelo Poffo faced off against Black Sam, who is Vero Small, and Vero Small, or Black Sam, won. Billy Wicks went up against Andre Cristal, and Andre Cristal won. And in the 4th match, Billy Sandow faced off against Buddy Fuller, and Billy Sandow was the winner. So that is the 2 matches that we have set for the second round, which is Sputnik Monroe and Black Sam, and Andre Cristal and Billy Sandow. Still remaining in the first round, we have Carl Gotch versus Larry Shane. Antonino Rocca, who won the first America's Cup, and he is going to be in there against Art Thomas, which is a rematch of the finals of the first America's Cup, actually. Rocca beat Thomas. And then Roy Welch will face off against Toots Montt. And finally, Luthez will face off against Ilio DiPaolo. And that rounds out our America's Cup. Not all of these guys are American, so it's possible for the America's Cup to not go to an American, which would be a great shame on the country, but could happen. So, but that's what we've got going on, as well as those 2 title matches that I showed earlier, which would be Mildred Burke versus Nell Stewart for the NBBW World's Women's Championship. And in the Tag Team Championship match, we have the fabulous Fargos with their manager Wild Red Berry taking on the Crusher and the Mauler, or Crusher and Mauler, which is the Crusher and the Missouri Mauler, Larry Hamilton. So, just so everybody is aware of who's who. And we'll get on to the first match now. Carl Gotch and Larry Shane. And in the red corner, weighing in at 224 pounds and standing 5 feet, 11 inches tall, from Detroit, Michigan, leaping Larry Shane. And his opponent in the blue corners, weighing in at 245 pounds and standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, from Hamburg, Germany, this is Carl Gotch. So Gotch and Shane going at one another here. We're going to roll the dice. And it looks like Carl Gotch wins the opening lockup here and applies a top wrist lock on Larry Shane. Shane in pain here as Carl Gotch continues using the wrist lock to apply pressure and then locks him in a bow and arrow. And this is going to be a level 3 bow and arrow on 7 plus or minus agility, or a level 2 on 7 plus or minus power. So let's see. We're going to go with the power because the agility is pretty high. So that's going to be an 8 or less Scotch needs, and he applies the bow and arrow very well. And Larry Shane is dazed. Carl Gotch continues his attack here with an arm bar and neck crank, and that is going to fail as Larry Shane is just too agile. Shane now pushes Gotch back into the ropes, and after a bit of the stalemate, the referee comes in to separate you and your opponent. You may choose to either roll on level 3 offense with the addition of disqualification 6 to anything you roll for attacking when the referee is ordered a clean break, or roll again for initiative with the winner rolling on level 2 offense. I think Shane is an honorable wrestler. So Gotch is going to be playing the heel. I'm gonna go for the disqualification thing here. So he's going to roll on level 3. No matter what he rolls, he's going to have a disqualification 6 attached to the end of it. And it's an out of the ring, so he's going to try throwing him out of the ring if he succeeds on this disqualification roll, and he does. So Shane has now been thrown out of the ring by Carl Gotch. And now they're back in, and while fighting for control near the ropes, both you and your opponent go tumbling over the top rope to the concrete arena floor. Both wrestlers roll count out. So we're going to roll the count out here for both wrestlers. He is not counted out, but he gets fatigue. And then it is Gotch rolling his count out now, and he is not counted out, so that is going to add a fatigue. Roll 1 die. So Larry Shane going to roll 1 die, and it's even. So Larry Shane is on offense here as he gets back in the ring first and is able to nail Carl Gotch with some flying drop kicks. Gotch in trouble here as Shane goes for the cover. Target is 3, roll is an 8. Larry Shane in control here. Arm wrench and overhand club. And that's going to hurt Carl Gotch. And, oop, I rolled on the wrong thing. And now Larry Shane with a broad arm face lock. This is a choice C maneuver. And it looks like, let's see here, it's going to be the agility move. So it's going to be 7 or less. And with a 6, he gets it. So Carl Gotch in trouble here. Larry Shane is in control. Knee lock and toe hold by Larry Shane on Carl Gotch. Hold on 1 second. My mother-in-law is calling me. Okay, I am back. Let's see. We had Larry Shane with a knee lock and toe hold, and Karl Gotch is hurt. So Larry Shane moves into a reverse toe hold. Gotch hurt again. And Shane applies that broad arm face lock, choice C. So here we go. We're going to go for the agility, and that's going to be 7 or less. And Shane can't get the broad arm applied. Karl Gotch into a rotating headlock on Larry Shane. Shane is hurt here, and Gotch applies the octopus hold. Larry Shane moves out of that, but Gotch catches him and tries to apply the bow and arrow. Let's see here. We're going to go for the power. That's going to be 8 or less. And he applies it. And Larry Shane able to scramble his way out and blast Gotch with a forearm smash. And Karl Gotch is hurt. And spinning leg lock by Larry Shane. Karl Gotch able to counter that. And he's going to push Shane into the ropes here. But no, Shane quickly spins it around. Opponent rolls on into the ropes, or you roll on level 2 offense. So it is a choice for Larry Shane. We're going to go for ropes. So Shane now pushing Karl Gotch into the ropes. And Gotch breaks free and then tries to use momentum by bouncing off the ropes for a shoulder tackle. But the opponent drops down and clips your legs, sending you crashing to the mat. So Larry Shane floors Karl Gotch by taking out his legs. And Larry Shane is now in control here. Arm wrench and overhand club. And that's going to hurt Karl Gotch. And now Shane pushing him back into the ropes. Let's see. Shane backs Gotch into the ropes. And after a bit of a stalemate, the referee comes in to separate you and your opponent. You may choose to either roll on level 3 offense with the addition of the disqualification 6, or roll again on initiative. Karl Gotch is playing the heel, so he's going to roll with the disc 6. So backbreaker 3, disqualification 6. He is not disqualified. And Larry Shane is hurt. So Karl Gotch in control now, rotating headlock. And Larry Shane counters that. Shane with a big forearm smash. Karl Gotch is hurt. Spinning leg lock. And Gotch is hurt. And a knee lock and toe hold. By Larry Shane. And Gotch is hurt. He's going to leave the ring here. And Larry Shane drops Karl Gotch with a big move, and Gotch rolls out of the ring to recollect himself. As he re-enters the ring, the opponent is quick to react and gets the upper hand again. And Shane is on level 2 offense. So Shane tries that broad arm face lock. That's going to be on the agility, so 7 or less. And on a roll of 3, he is successful. Karl Gotch is hurt. And Shane once again tries that broad arm face lock, 7 or less. On a roll of 6, he continues to apply pressure. And Gotch is still hurt here. Once again, broad arm face lock. And once again, he is continuing to successfully apply pressure here. And this time Gotch has nowhere to go and is writhing in pain. Target is going to be 4. Roll is a 4. So Larry Shane has defeated Karl Gotch in our opening contest with the broad arm face lock. And this would have been 4, so that's a 2-star match. Sounds about right. So there we go. Larry Shane is on to the next round. Now we've got Antonina Rocca versus Art Thomas. This is a rematch from the first finals of the America's Cup. And in the red corner, weighing in at 265 pounds and standing 6 feet 6 inches tall from Fitchburg, Wisconsin, he is Sailor Art Thomas. And his opponent in the blue corner, weighing in at 225 pounds and standing 6 feet tall from Buenos Aires, Argentina, Antonino Roca. And Roca and Art Thomas lock up in the center of the ring. Roca takes it. And Antonino Roca with a rolling side leg takedown on Art Thomas. Thomas is dazed there, but is able to stand back up. And now Antonino Roca face slap with foot. And Art Thomas is hurt here. Thomas reeling. Roca grabs him with a head crank and victory roll. And can't keep Thomas's shoulders on the mat, so Thomas pops back up. And Antonino Roca backs him into the ropes. The opponent forces you into the ropes and rocks you with several hard shots to your exposed chest as he pushes you back against the ropes. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. So Roca on offense here. Big monkey flip off the ropes. And Art Thomas counters that. He just throws Antonino Roca off. And a big side headlock by Art Thomas. And that's going to hurt Antonino Roca. And Thomas now with a huge clothesline. That's going to put Roca down. Art Thomas in control here, throwing Antonino Roca out of the ring. Art Thomas slams Roca to the mat with a big move near the ropes. Roca rolls out of the ring to collect himself, but Thomas follows you to the outside and continues the attack before rolling you back inside the ring. And now Art Thomas is on level 3 offense here. So Art Thomas grabs Antonino Roca with the bear hug. And this is going to be a level 0 finisher. So the target is 2. Roll is a 5. Art Thomas holds on to that bear hug. Target is 3. Roll is a 3. So quickly, Art Thomas has dispatched the original winner of the America's Cup, Antonino Roca. So Art Thomas with a bear hug. And that is a 1-star match. And that is it. There we go. So Larry Shane and Art Thomas going to meet in the second round. Final 2 first round matches. We got Roy Welch and Toots Mondt coming up next. And in the red corner, weighing in at 260 pounds and standing 6 feet 1 inches tall, from Wayne County, Iowa, or Wayne Country, Iowa, this is Toots Mondt. And his opponent in the blue corner, weighing in at 181 pounds and standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, from Memphis, Tennessee, this is Roy Welch. And Welch and Mondt meet up in the center of the ring here. Mondt in control, immediately tries a toe hold. Welch is taken down, he's hurt. And Mondt moves into a body scissors. Welch still hurting here. And Mondt applies more pressure on that body scissors. And can't get him. So he moves into a reverse takedown as they both stand back to their feet. And Roy Welch is brought to the mat again. Tries to get back up, but Mondt moves in with a bear hug. And this is a choice F maneuver. Let's see, he's going to go for the power. That's going to be 7 or less. And on a roll of 7, he gets it, and that's a level 3 bear hug. So that's going to take Roy Welch down. And now Toots Mondt climbing to the top with a big death jump. And Roy Welch in trouble here as Mondt comes off with a big flying sledge and blasts Roy Welch. Toots Mondt in control here, double leg lock. And that's going to put Roy Welch on his back, but Welch pops back up. As he does, Mondt with a back hip toss. Roy Welch is hurt. And Mondt with a reverse takedown. And Roy Welch is down here. As Toots Mondt climbs back to the top rope, trying another leap off the top rope. And it is successful again. Mont once again sledging Roy Welch right in the head. And now Toots Mont in control. And now Mont with a big flying headlock. This is a +2 finisher, so the target is 6. Roll is a 6, so Toots Mont has ended this match quickly and put Roy Welch away. So this is the flying headlock. That is a... It's not really a squash. I'm going to say it was a 1-star match. Okay, there we go. 1 star. And now Luthez and Ilio DiPaolo in our final opener, our final opening round match. In the red corner, weighing in at 255 pounds and standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, from Abruzzi, Italy, Ilio DiPaolo. And in the blue corner, weighing 238 pounds and standing 6 feet 2 inches tall as well, from St. Louis, Missouri, this is Lou Thez. And Thez and DiPaolo locking up in the center of the ring, and DiPaolo gets the upper hand. DiPaolo with a big knee lift, that's an agility move. Thez has the agility, so he's going to move out of the way, scoop DiPaolo up for an airplane spin, spin him around and around and around, and then drop him to the mat. DiPaolo gets back up, and the two men are fighting for control near the ropes, and both men go tumbling from the ring, and the fight continues on the arena floor. The wrestler with the better ring rating rolls on level 2 offense, and that is going to be... No, they're tied. So if the ring rating is tied, opponent rolls on level 2 offense. So that is going to be Lou Thez. And Thez rolls him back in and scores some drop kicks on Ilio DiPaolo. And that's going to be a pin. Thez goes for the cover. Target is going to be 3. Roll is a 2. These are quick matches here as Lou Thez just really devastates Ilio DiPaolo with some drop kicks. That was definitely a squash. I don't know how else to put that. Went 3 moves, and they were pretty much DiPaolo missing, Thez airplane spinning him out of the ring, and then drop kicks. So, yeah, Lou Thez picks that one up. And there we go. And that's going to move us into the second round. So what we're going to do here... I am going to... no, I'll wait. We'll do the tag match after the next round. And then we'll do the women's title match after the finals. That'll be the main event. It's the women's title. Sputnik Monroe and Black Sam set to meet up in the second round here. And in the red corner, weighing in at 186 pounds and standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, from Rutland, Vermont, this is Black Sam, Vero Small. And in the blue corner, weighing 235 pounds, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall as well, from Dodge City, Kansas, this is Sputnik Monroe. And both of these men, once again, meet up in the center of the ring. Both men jockeying for position, neither man able to get it. And it looks like Sputnik Monroe is going to be the man to come out on top of the lockup. And he is going to shove Sam off, and Black Sam hits the ropes to gain momentum and then drives his opponent to the mat with a hard shoulder tackle. So Black Sam puts Monroe down, and Black Sam is on the attack here. And Black Sam not going to send Sputnik out of the ring. Sam is wrestling as a face here. Instead, going to lock on the leg lock. And Sputnik Monroe able to counter it and push Black Sam into the ropes. Your opponent tries to push you towards the ropes, but you quickly spin it around. Opponent rolls on into the ropes, or you roll on level 2 offense. We're going to go for opponent rolling on into the ropes. Your opponent backs you into the ropes. After a bit of a stalemate, the referee comes in to separate you and your opponent. You may choose to roll on level 3 offense with the addition of disc 6 to anything you roll. for attacking when the referee has ordered a clean break, or roll again for initiative with the winner rolling on level 2 offense. So I think Sputnik Monroe definitely going to roll on level 3. That's a death jump, so he needs to roll Dis 6 here. And Sputnik Monroe is disqualified for shoving Sam to the mat and trying to climb the ropes when he is ordered not to. So Black Sam has defeated Sputnik Monroe by DQ when Monroe stopped obeying the referee's instructions. That would have been a dud. So Black Sam moves on to the semifinals, and now he's got either Andre Cristal or Billy Sandow. Let's see who it's going to be. In the red corner, weighing in at 218 pounds and standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, from Toledo, Ohio, this is Billy Sandow. And in the blue corner, weighing 189 pounds and standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, from Marseille, France, this is Andre Cristal. And the two men meet in the center of the ring, and Billy Sandow wins the lockup. Sandow with a hand-to-hand, and Cristal is dazed. Sandow once again returning to that hand-to-hand, and Cristal once again is dazed, and now Sandow with the arm lock. Sandow does not have the power advantage, so Cristal gonna break that arm lock, throw Sandow to the mat with a headlock throw. Sandow able to roll through, gets back up, grabs the ankle of Andre Cristal. Cristal is dazed here. Wasn't expecting that. Sandow once again back to the hand-to-hand. And Cristal is dazed. Sandow grabs the ankle again. And Cristal is dazed again. And tries for the arm lock, can't get it. And once again, headlock throw. And that dazes Billy Sandow. And here's an arm wrench. That's a choice B. So into the turnbuckle, which is a B. Or a level 2 move on 7 plus or minus power, which is plus 3. So that's going to make that a 10 or less. I think we're going to go for the turnbuckle. Your opponent tries to push or whip you into the turnbuckle, but you reverse the attempt. Opponent rolls on this chart. So now Cristal rolling on the turnbuckle chart. As the referee gets between you and your opponent to separate you, one of you gets the upper hand. Roll 1 die. It's a even roll. So on an even roll, the fan favorite narrowly avoids being struck by the rule breaker's cheap shot and fires back over the top of the referee. Fan favorite rolls on level 2 offense. I would say that Billy Sandow, because it's the Tournament of the Americas, is wrestling as the fan favorite. So he is going to take that and roll on level 2 offense here. And now Sandow locks in a wrist lock, and Cristal is hurt. Sandow now pushes him back into the turnbuckle again, and the opponent whips you into the buckle. You stumble forward out of the corner and right into your opponent's next move. So Sandow once again rolling on level 2 offense here. And a standing arm bar. And Andre Cristal able to reverse that arm bar, locking up with Sandow and then shoving him. And Sandow is dazed. And now a big flying mare. They're even in agility, so this will work. And Sandow's hurt here. And backs him into the ropes. The opponent forces you into the ropes and rocks you with several hard shots to your exposed chest. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. So Cristal with some hard shots to Sandow's chest. And now a big cross body press by Andre Cristal. Sandow's hurt here. And now a standing folding press by Andre Cristal. And Sandow's down, but Cristal just can't keep his shoulders to the mat. Cristal blasts him with a palm strike. Sandow able to counter that and apply a body scissors to Andre Cristal. Cristal has nowhere to go, and Sandow maneuvers his shoulders to the mat in the body scissors. And target is 2, roll is a 4. And Billy Sandow in control here. Sandow grabs him with the big bear hug. Target is going to be 3. Roll is an 11, so Cristal's still alive here. Sandow now grabs the headlock and throws Cristal to the mat. Cristal pops back up here, and Sandow once again applies a pair of body scissors. And Cristal's got nowhere to go. And target is 4, roll is a 7. So Cristal still alive here. Sandow with a big headlock takedown. Takes him down. Cristal not going to roll out of the ring. He is going to stay in and fight. And Sandow now with a big fish hook suplex. That's going to put him down. He's finally going to roll out. And that fish hook suplex dropped him. And he rolls out of the ring to recollect himself. And he re-enters the ring. And Sandow is quick to react to get the upper hand again. Sandow backs him into the turnbuckle here. Your opponent tries to push or whip you into the turnbuckle, but you reverse. So opponent rolls on the turnbuckle chart. So now Billy Sandow rolling. Your opponent pushes you back into the turnbuckle, and as the referee separates the two of you, your opponent turns his back to walk back to the middle of the ring, and you charge at him, delivering a devastating running attack. Roll on level 3 offense. So that's going to be Billy Sandow in control here. And Sandow, that attack sends Cristal rolling out of the ring. Your opponent puts you down with a move near the ropes, and you roll out of the ring to take a breather, collect yourself, or stall. Your opponent tries to follow you out of the ring, but the referee won't allow it. As the opponent is busy with the referee, you roll back in the ring and get the upper hand on your opponent. Roll on level 2 offense. Jeff Stafford is here. Howdy, Jeff. And now Cristal in control here with a standing folding press on Billy Sandow. Sandow is hurt here. And Cristal with a big front waist lock. And that's going to put Sandow in control as he counters the waist lock and pushes Cristal into the ropes. Your opponent tries to push you towards the ropes, but you quickly spin it around. Opponent either rolls on into the ropes or you roll on level 2 offense, so it's a choice for Cristal. Let's see. He's going to push Sandow back into the ropes. You and your opponent battle for position against the ropes. The wrestler with the better overall stat, power, or agility uses that stat to gain an advantage. The wrestler with the best overall agility or power rolls on level 3 offense. In the case of a tie, your opponent rolls on level 3 offense. And I do believe that they have -3 as their best stat here. And so it is a tie. So that's going to be Andre Cristal rolling on level 3. And he's going to send Sandow out of the ring. Sandow's kind of upset. He picks Sandow up and slams him down with the double leg, dropping him near the ropes. And hold on one second. My mother-in-law is calling again. Okay, I am back. Let's see. Opponent drops you with a big move near the ropes. You roll out of the ring to recollect yourself. As you re-enter the ring, the opponent is quick to react and gets the upper hand again. So Cristal still in control here. And now with a big front waist lock. That is a level 2 move. And Billy Sandow is dazed. He's caught off guard by the front waist lock, but not put down. And now Cristal drives his head into him, and that catches Sandow. Sandow's definitely rocking and reeling from that one. And Cristal continues to grab that front waist lock. And finally able to drop Sandow, but Sandow able to get back to his feet. And Cristal once again cross-body presses him as he tries to get back up. And Sandow's hurt as he pushes Cristal off. Cristal grabs a headlock and tries to throw him back down to the mat. Sandow rolls through, but Cristal is right there, blasting him with a running shoulder tackle. That's an agility move. They're even in agility, so that will work. And that's going to catch Sandow. The pin is 1, and the roll is a 6. And now under Cristal, not going to throw Sandow out of the ring. He's in control here, so doesn't want to lose that control. Crossbody press by Cristal. And now Sandow is close to the ropes. And as they're back on their feet, both men are fighting for control. And both men go tumbling over the top rope to the concrete arena floor. Both wrestlers roll count out. So let's see, it's 5 for Cristal. He is not counted out. And it's going to be 2 for Sandow. He is not counted out. If no count out occurs, roll 1 die. So that's going to be Sandow rolling 1 die. On an even roll, you roll on level 3 offense. So that's Sandow on the attack now as he gets back into the ring. And as Cristal gets back in, Sandow hits him with a big fishhook suplex and goes for the cover. Target is 6. Roll is a 5. So Billy Sandow has won this one with a fish hook suplex. That would be, let's see, 3.5 stars. Not a bad match. And so that is going to be Black Sam and Billy Sandow in the first of our semifinals. And now we've got Larry Shane and Art Thomas coming up in the next quarterfinal match. In the red corner, weighing in at 265 pounds and standing 6 feet 6 inches tall from Pittsburgh, Wisconsin. This is Sailor Art Thomas. And his opponent in the blue corner, weighing in at 224 pounds and standing 5 feet 11 inches tall from Detroit, Michigan, leaping Larry Shane. So Shane and Thomas meet in the center of the ring. Thomas clearly has a big power advantage. Shane clearly has a big agility advantage. And Art Thomas uses that power to win the lockup. And he clubs Shane with the overhand right. Larry Shane able to move out of the way deftly and applies an outside wrist lock on Art Thomas. Thomas able to pull his arm away with ease and hits a series of left and rights on Larry Shane. Shane able to duck after being hit by only one of them and takes control, nailing Art Thomas with a big back elbow. And Art Thomas is hurt here as Larry Shane applies a spinning leg lock on the downed Art Thomas. Thomas able to kick him off and take control. Shane bounces off the ropes after being kicked off, and he is met with a big clothesline from Art Thomas. And Larry Shane is down. He's not going to roll out of the ring. Instead, he's going to get picked up and put into a bear hug by Art Thomas. And now the target is 3. The roll is a 3. Art Thomas just squeezing the life out of leaping Larry Shane. And I wouldn't say it was a squash, but it definitely was. I'm going to give it 1 star. Kind of exciting for a very short period of time. And that's the bear hug. So, there we go. So Art Thomas, 1 step closer to his second finals of the America's Cup. And now it's Toots Mondt versus Lou Thesz. And if you know anything about Lou Thesz, he absolutely hated Toots Mondt. He just thought he was one of the worst human beings on earth. So this should be an interesting one. In the red corner, weighing in at 238 pounds and standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, from St. Louis, Missouri, he is Lou Thez. And in the blue corner, weighing in at 260 pounds and standing 6 feet 1 inches tall, from Wayne Country, Iowa, this is Toots Mont. And Mont rolls a 4 here. Thez rolls a 7, so Thez in control. And Thez grabs a side headlock. Mont counters. Mont goes for a grinding headlock, and that is going to work. And Thez is hurt here. And now Mont with a hammerlock from the headlock. And Lou Thez definitely feeling it. And he continues to apply pressure on that hammerlock, but Thez flips himself out by going across the back and applies a hammerlock of his own. This is a choice C maneuver. 7 plus or minus agility, so that's going to be a 6 or less. And on a 7, he doesn't get it. So Thez's hammerlock is not good either. And Toots Mont attempts a bear hug. This is a choice F. Let's see. Level 3 plus or minus power, so that's going to be a 6 or less for Mont. And Mont actually works it here. So Mont with a bear hug on Lou Thez. Thez is hurt here. He's got to roll 2 dice, I believe. Yep, on rolls of 10 through 12, he hits his Greco-Roman back. He does not. So no Greco-Roman out of that one. And now Toots Mont with a back hip toss. And Thez is hurt here. Mont tries to lock in that hammerlock and does succeed. And he applies the pressure. And Thez is hurt. Once again, moves into the bear hug. 6 or less. And on a roll of 6, he gets it. Thez is hurt still. And he's still applying pressure on that bear hug. 6 or less. And on a 6, he gets it again. Toots Mont really kind of dominating this one so far. And Thez has a chance to turn it around right here. 10 or greater, and he doesn't get it. So Thez is just hurt by the bear hug. And now Mont lets go of the bear hug, but keeps the arm and applies a hammerlock. And Thez is hurt here. And Mont keeps the arm, grabs a body scissors. Thez in trouble here. Thez is down. Gonna try leaving the ring. And Thez fights for his way back up, and then they're fighting for control near the ropes. And both wrestlers go tumbling from the ring to the arena floor. And the fight continues. The wrestler with the better ring rating, that's going to be Toots Mont, rolls on level 2 offense. So Mont back into the ring here. And Thez follows him in, and Mont hits him with the back hip toss. And that's going to catch Thez. So target is 2, roll is a 7. Lou Thez able to kick out. Thez in trouble, though, as Toots Mont scoops him up and slams him near the ropes. Thez rolls out of the ring to recollect himself, and as he re-enters the ring, Toots Mont is quick to react and is in control here, applying a body scissors on Lou Thez. And Thez is hurt here, and Mont goes for that hammerlock again. That's been pretty successful, so. And Thez is hurt here, keeps the hammerlock on, scoops Thez with a back hip toss, and plants him on the canvas. Thez is hurt here. And Mont once again applies those body scissors. Thez is down. And once again, Thez fights out of the body scissors, and the two men struggle for control near the ropes. And they both go tumbling to the arena floor once again, and a brawl happens. Mont once again wins that brawl, and he gets back into the ring and pushes Thez back into the ropes. Your opponent tries to push you towards the ropes, but you quickly spin it around. Opponent rolls on into the ropes, or you roll on level 2 offense. Thez is going to roll on offense here. And he's going to push him into the turnbuckle instead of the ropes. Your opponent tries to whip you into the buckle, but you are able to counter the whip. The opponent slams into the turnbuckle and is met with your next move. Roll on level 2 offense. So Toots Mont throws Thez into the buckle and is in control, hitting a back hip toss as Thez stumbles out of the corner. And Thez is down, going to try to roll out of the ring. And once again, they get back up, and the opponent slams Thez down to the mat with a big move near the ropes. You roll outside the ring to recollect yourself, but the opponent follows you outside and continues the attack before rolling you back inside the ring. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense, so Toots Mondt is solidly in control here, just absolutely devastating Lou Thez. Toots Mondt going to high-risk territory here, gonna go for that death jump on Lou Thez. And Thez strikes him in the gut as he comes down trying to drop a sledge off the top rope, but Thez blasts him in the gut, and Thez is in control now. Thez with a big double wrist lock. Toots Mondt is hurt. More punches to the ribs by Lou Thez. Mondt counters. Test of strength here. Thez wins that. Thez pushes him back and hits some drop kicks. And Toots Mondt is hurt. Thez attempts that hammer lock. Let's see. Gonna try for the 6 or less. That's gonna be the power or the agility. So here we go. He gets a 5, so that does work. It's a level 3 hammerlock. Mondt is hurt, and Thez pushes him back into the... Oh, that's a death jump. We don't want that. We want turnbuckle. And Thez pushes him back into the turnbuckle. As the referee gets between Thez and Mondt to separate them, one of them will get the upper hand. Roll 1 die. So Toots Mondt rolling 1 die here, and it's even. On an even roll, the fan favorite narrowly avoids being struck by the rule breaker's cheap shot and fires back over the top of the referee. The fan favorite rolls on level 2 offense. That is going to be Lou Thez. Thez is the fan favorite. He's the face in this match. Thez going to back Mondt back into the turnbuckle after fighting him off. And the opponent whips you into the buckle. You stumble out of the corner and right into your opponent's next move. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense, so that's going to be Lou Thez. Thez, once again, applying that hammer lock. That's a choice C. It's going to be 6 or less, and on a roll of 11, Mondt counters the hammer lock with a hammer lock of his own. And Lou Thez is hurt. I love it when the dice do that. And now, Mondt grabs the legs, tries to take him down from the back here. And Thez is hurt. Waits for him to stand back up and then takes him down again. Mondt showing that he can definitely wrestle. And Thez is dazed. Now Mondt grabs a grinding headlock, and that's a power move that will work. But Thez able to pop his head out and scoop Mondt up with a big airplane spin. Mondt is hurt as Thez plants him back on the ground, and then as he stands back up, Thez scoops him and spins him the other direction. Mondt once again planted and is hurt, and Thez tries for that hammer lock. This is going to be 6 or less. Roll of 7. He can't quite get the hammer lock applied, and Toots Mondt throws him with a back hip toss for his troubles. Lou Thez is hurt, and now Mondt with a reverse takedown. Thez is dazed. And now Toots Mondt with a midway slam. And Thez is hurt. And now Lou Thez. Hammerlock applied. My mother-in-law is calling once again. Hold on one sec. Okay. Sorry about that to anybody watching still. We were having some issues with we're on a family plan, and my mother-in-law and me are like the main names on the plan. And she got a scam email saying that they couldn't process the payment and to try to provide uh, another form of payment. So we were trying to figure that out because I didn't want her to just blindly put in another payment thing. So we got that all figured out now. So hopefully no more interruptions. We'll have to see. But if you're still watching, thank you for sticking with it. Toots Mont with a hammerlock here. And now Luthez is hurt. Toots Mont applies pressure on the hammerlock. Thez is still hurt, taking him down and applying the body scissors. Thez is hurt here as he works his way back to his feet, but Mont grabs the arm again and applies pressure on the hammerlock. And Thez is hurt here. And now Mont with the back hip toss. And Thez is hurt again. And now Thez put into a bear hug by Toots Mont. Let's see. It's going to be level 3 on 6 or less. And on a 3, he gets it. So Thez is hurt again. Mont just can't really keep Thez down. Reverse takedown on Luthez. Thez counters that. He's seen that one too many times this match. Punches him in the ribs. And Mont is down. And, oop, that's the wrong one. Mont is down. Luthez now with the big Greco-Roman backdrop. That is a +2 finisher. So Luthez in control here. Target is going to be 5. Roll is a 3. So Luthez has offed Toots Mont with the Greco-Roman backdrop. That's a 1-star match. Not a particularly exciting one, but long because I kept getting the interruptions. So now, in our our semifinals, we got Black Sam and Billy Sandow versus Art Thomas and Luthez. But before we get to that, we're going to save this. And before we get to that, we've got a tag team title match to figure out. So we'll do that, and then we'll go back to the main menu. And the tag team title match is going to pit the Fabulous Fargos with Red Berry in their corner as their manager. And they are going to take on Crusher and Mahler for the tag team titles. Can the Fargos pick up a defense, or will Crusher and Mahler win it? Let's see here. We're going to go for running the match. And the tag team titles are at stake. I don't even know why I clicked on that. I've been watching too many Grant videos, because Grant always clicks on it. But it's not actually required that you click on it. So, let's see here. We got Red Berry distraction attempts, Red Berry interference attempts. We are good there. Everything is good. So in the red corner, the challengers, at a total combined weight of 590 pounds, we've got the Crusher and the Missouri Mauler. Crusher and Mahler. And in the blue corner, accompanied by their manager, Wild Red Berry, at a total combined weight of 504 pounds, the NWC Tag Team Champions, Don and Jackie Fargo, the Fabulous Fargos. And let's see, I'm going to have Don Fargo start out with the Missouri Mauler. And we are going to roll 2 dice here. And Fargo rolls a 6. Missouri Mauler rolls an 11. So Mauler on the attack here. Mauler attempts a big kick to the stomach. That is an agility move. And Don Fargo has the agility. So Fargo counters. And Fargo going to try punching him in the bridge of the nose. That's a power move. And Fargo has the power. So that will actually work. Don Fargo. Big dude. Fargo now has the Missouri Mauler hurt. And Don Fargo forearm strikes. That's a choice A. So that's either going to be level 2 on agility or into the ropes. He's going to try pushing him into the ropes. You and your opponent battle for position against the ropes. The wrestler with the best overall stat, let's see, -2 and -1, so that's going to be Don Fargo, gains the advantage. Wrestler with the better overall power or agility rolls on level 3 offense. So Fargo rolling on level 3 here. Some big turnbuckle slams on the Missouri Mauler. That's a choice G maneuver. So into the ropes or death jump, or a level 3 move on 8 plus or minus power. We're going to go... we're going to try 8 plus or minus power because that's going to be 7. So he's going to roll it. And on a roll of 5, he gets it. So Don Fargo with the turnbuckle slams. That leaves the Missouri Mauler hurt. And now, Fargo, corner stomp and choke. 3 add 1 disqualification. But he has a little thing. In tag matches, Don Fargo does not have to roll disqualification for these moves. So basically, his teammate is covering these. So this is just an add 1, 3. Pops Reviews is here. Hey, Carlzilla, long time. Hope all is well, and see you next weekend. All is well, and I'm glad that you will also be attending the Perennial. Should be a good time. Let's see, Missouri Mauler added 1 and level 3, so he is hurt. I'm going to tag out here. Jackie Fargo comes in and kicks him in the midsection. That's a choice A. That's going to be level 2 plus or minus agility or into the ropes. We're going to push him into the ropes. And Missouri Mauler is pushed into the ropes by Jackie Fargo. But Fargo is able, or Missouri Mauler is able to push him off balance as he tries to push you back against the ropes. Roll on level 2 offense. So Mauler pushes Fargo off balance and scores the win here. Looking for the running charge. And Jackie Fargo able to counter it with a big backdrop. And as Missouri Mauler gets back to his feet, Fargo fires off a roaring forearm and crushes the Missouri Mauler. Tags Don Fargo back in. And then Don Fargo pushes him back into the corner, stomps him down and chokes him. That is an add 1. Not a disqualification because it's a tag match. And Fargo has that special mechanic. And Missouri Mauler is hurt here. Don Fargo. Forearm strikes, choice A. Gonna back him into the ropes again. And you and your opponent battle for position against the ropes. The wrestler with the best overall stat, power, or agility. We've already seen this one. That's going to be Don Fargo. Uses that stat to gain an advantage. So Fargo powers his way into an advantageous position against the ropes. And slams Missouri Mauler with a shot across the chest. And Don Fargo in control here. Fargo gonna throw him out of the ring. And while fighting for control near the ropes, both you and your opponent go tumbling over the top rope to the arena floor. Both wrestlers roll count out. So 3 for Fargo, not counted out. And 5 for Missouri Mauler. And a 6, he's not counted out. And now we'll roll 1 die. And it comes back odd. So the opponent rolls on level 3 offense. So that's Don Fargo throwing the Missouri Mauler back in the ring. And Fargo is in control here. Fargo blasts him with the atomic drop. And Missouri Mauler in trouble here. He's hurt. And Don Fargo tags Jackie Fargo back in. And Fargo bites the forehead. And Missouri Mauler is hurt. He's going to try the tag here. He needs to roll a 6 or less, and on a 7 he doesn't get it. So Jackie Fargo continues to attack him here. Fargo picks him up and slams him to the mat. And Missouri Mauler is down. He's going to try rolling out of the ring. And as Fargo slams him down with that big body slam, Missouri Mauler rolls out of the ring to recollect himself. But Fargo follows him out of the ring and continues his attack before throwing him back inside. And now the Missouri Mauler is in trouble here as Fargo on level 3. And Fargo crushes him with some jumping stomps. Missouri Mauler is hurt. The Fargo's going to make another quick tag. And Don Fargo picks him up and slams him down with a body slam. But now the Missouri Mauler able to scoot out the back and sweep the leg of Don Fargo. Fargo able to avoid being thrown off balance or taken down by the leg sweep, and is in control, pushes him back into the corner, stomping him and then choking him. And now Missouri Mahler in trouble here. Mahler is down near the ropes, so he's going to try to roll out of the ring. And rolling out of the ring after being stomped. He tries to roll out of the ring to recollect himself, but Don Fargo follows him outside and smacks him around some more. And Don Fargo in control here, rolling on level 3 offense. Fargo going to throw him out of the ring. And while fighting for control near the ropes, both you and your opponent go tumbling from the ring, and the fight continues on the arena floor. The wrestler with the better ring rating rolls on level 2 offense. That is going to be Don Fargo. So Fargo, once again, in control here, tries a punch to the bridge of the nose, and Mahler is in trouble here. That punch broke Mahler's nose. He is bleeding profusely. But Mahler is mad now. He comes rushing back and kicks, or tries to kick, Don Fargo in the stomach. But Fargo is the more agile of the two men, so Fargo catches the kick and tries some forearm strikes on the Missouri Mahler. Backing him into the ropes after the forearm strikes. The opponent forces you into the ropes and rocks you with several hard shots to exposed chest. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. So Don Fargo, once again, in control here. Fargo backs him into the corner. Jeez. Just stomps him down and chokes him. That is an add 1, level 3. They're going to tag again. And Jackie Fargo picks him up and slams him down. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. No cage roll. Rolling on level 3. And he is hurt. Mahler just cannot make the tag. He has been unable to tag in the Crusher. And now Jackie Fargo biting the forehead of the Missouri Mahler. Mahler is dazed. Jackie Fargo backs him into the turnbuckle. The opponent whips you into the buckle, and you stumble out of the corner and right into the opponent's next move. So Mahler in trouble here. Roaring forearm by Jackie Fargo. And that's going to plant flush on the Missouri Mahler. Mahler is hurt here. And Fargo blasts him with a big right hand. Drops him, and he's going for the cover. We're going to see a pin save here. And the pin save is failed. So Don Fargo comes in and cuts off the Crusher. Target is 8. Roll is a 4. So here we go. The fabulous Fargos have absolutely destroyed Crusher and Mahler. As Jackie Fargo covers the Missouri Mahler. And Mahler never got out of the ring. I mean, the Crusher he could not make that tag. The Fargos just absolutely dominated him. And that was a big right hand. And let's see here. That's going to be 7. So that's a 2. We're going to call it a 2-star match. There we go. So the fabulous Fargos with Red Berry, they managed to maintain their grip on the championship. And now we're back to the tournament. We've got our semifinal round here. Black Sam versus Billy Sandow and Art Thomas versus Lou Thez. So here we go. Sam and Sandow. And in the red corner, weighing in at 218 pounds, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, from Toledo, Ohio, this is Billy Sandow. And Michael Bradas here. Howdy, Michael. Hope all is well. And in the blue corner, weighing in at 186 pounds and standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, from Rutland, Vermont, this is Black Sam. And Black Sam and Billy Sandow lock up, and it is Black Sam who wins the lockup, pushing Billy Sandow into the turnbuckle here. And as the referee gets between you and your opponent to separate you, one of you gets the upper hand. Roll 1 die. So, just for the record, Black Sam is the fan favorite. And Billy Sandow is wrestling as the rule breaker in this particular match. So we're going to roll one die. And it's a 5, so that's an odd roll. The rule breaker throws a sucker punch over the top of the referee that lands squarely in the face of the fan favorite. The rule breaker rolls on level 3 offense. So Sandow is now in control, grabbing Black Sam up with a big bear hug. Target is going to be 3. Roll is a 5. Billy Sandow in control as he continues to squeeze the life out of Black Sam here. Bear hug again. And the target is going to be 4. The roll is a 12, so Black Sam not giving up. He is fighting Billy Sandow, and he finally fights off Sandow, but then Sandow just transitions to a headlock and takes Black Sam down to the mat. Sam is hurt here as Billy Sandow is in control. Sandow waits for him to get back up, grabs the arm, and an over-the-shoulder arm flip by Billy Sandow. And that's going to hurt Black Sam here as Sandow, standing over him, grabs the arm and pulls him back up into a standing arm bar. Black Sam is hurt here. Oh, that is the wrong button. Thank God for that rewind. And once again, he has him in that standing arm bar, and he's going to use that arm to throw him over the shoulder with an over-the-shoulder arm flip. Black Sam planted on the mat, and Sandow goes for the cover. Target is going to be 5. Roll is an 8, so Sam is still in this one. But Billy Sandow really in control here. Fish hook suplex. Black Sam is hurt. Over the shoulder arm flip again, and Black Sam is hurt again. And Sandow uses this opportunity to apply a body scissors, and Sam has nowhere to go. Target is 6. Roll is a 5. So Billy Sandow works his way into the finals with a body scissors. And now let's see here. That's a dud. No, that's a 2-star match. There we go. So there we go. Billy Sandow in the finals there. And now we've got Art Thomas versus Lou Thez. That should be an interesting one. And in the red corner, weighing in at 238 pounds and standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, from St. Louis, Missouri, this is Lou Thez. And in the blue corner, weighing in at 265 pounds and standing 6 feet 6 inches tall, from Fitchburg, Wisconsin, Sailor Art Thomas. And the two men meet in the middle of the ring and lock up. And Art Thomas uses his power to overpower Lou Thez, backing Thez into the ropes. And as your opponent is forcing you to the ropes, you use his momentum to catch him in a quick, small cradle. Opponent rolls pin. So Thez quick to attempt to pin on Art Thomas here. Thomas is rolling. Target is 3. Roll is a 5. So Thomas able to kick out, but Lou Thez in control of this match. Release power bomb. Choice D. Level 3 move on 8 plus or minus agility. So that's going to be 10 or less. And on a roll of 4, he catches him with that big release power bomb, and Thomas is hurt. Lou Thez now punches him in the ribs. Thomas able to counter that, though. Thomas has a lot of muscle protecting his ribs. Grabs a side headlock on Lou Thez. Thez able to counter. Thez grabs him up. Airplane spin on the big man. Plants him down and goes for the cover. Target is 4. Roll is a 3. Lou Thez has ended this one quickly with an airplane spin. Here we go. Lou Thez has defeated Art Thomas. It's not, I don't know why this is still here. We'll need to figure that one out. However, it should be bolded. Let's make sure that that's closed. There we go. So Thez beat Thomas with an airplane spin. There we go. And that's a 1-star match. So it's going to be Lou Thez versus Billy Sandow in the final. We're going to run that match now. And then after this, we still have the main event, the women's title match. Thez and Sandow. This is for the America's Cup here. 3rd annual. So Billy Sandow and Lou Thez meet up in the center of the ring. And Thez gets control. Thez grabs a side headlock on Billy Sandow. Sandow counters. Sandow with an arm lock. That's a power move. He does not have the power over Lou Thez. So Thez is able to shove him away with ease and then hit him with some drop kicks. Sandow in trouble early. Sandow is hurt. Thez once again plants him with some drop kicks as soon as he gets back to his feet. Sandow's down. Lou Thez, double wrist lock. And Billy Sandow going to try to roll out of the ring. And as he is down with the double wrist lock, he grabs the ropes and he rolls out of the ring to take a breather. And his opponent tries to follow him out of the ring, but the referee won't allow it. As the opponent is busy with the referee, you roll back in the ring and get the upper hand. Roll on level 2 offense. So Billy Sandow on level 2 now. Standing armbar. And Thez counters that and hits a rolling short arm scissors on Billy Sandow. But Sandow is the more agile of the two, so Sandow able to use his agility to avoid that rolling short arm scissors and instead applies a standing arm bar on Lou Thez. Thez is hurt. And now Sandow into the turnbuckle with Lou Thez. Your opponent tries to whip you into the buckle, but you are able to counter the whip. The opponent slams into the turnbuckle and is met with your next move. Roll on level 2 offense. So that's Thez rolling on level 2. Sandow stumbles out of the corner. Thez scoops him with a double leg pickup and then slams him to the mat. Sandow able to counter it and hits him with a big forearm uppercut. Thez able to avoid that and hits him with a big forearm shot. Sandow able to counter that and tries an ankle grab on Thez. Thez is dazed. And Sandow now tries the leg sweep. That will work. And that puts Thez down on his back. Thez back to his feet, though. And Sandow grabs the arm again. Thez is dazed here as Sandow moves him around the ring by the arm. And then while holding the arm, he tries for that big forearm uppercut on Lou Thez. Thez able to avoid that, pulls his arm away, and tries for a takedown to head scissors. But Sandow able to avoid it and apply a body scissors. Well, Thez is off balance. Thez is hurt here. And Sandow with a big wrist lock. Billy Sandow has Thez in trouble. And as he applies pressure on that wrist lock. Now Thez gets back to his feet and Sandow transitions from the wrist lock into a standing arm bar. And Thez still can't get away. And he uses that arm bar to throw him over his shoulder with the over-the-shoulder arm flip. And Lou Thez is planted on the mat. Rolls out of the ring. And your opponent puts you down with a move near the ropes. And you roll out of the ring to take a breather. Your opponent tries to follow you out, but the referee won't allow it. Roll on level 2 offense here as Thez gets back in the ring. And gets control on Billy Sandow. That's an arm or a hammerlock, choice C. Plus or minus agility. That is not going to happen. Power might happen though, 10. And he gets it, so that's a level 2 hammerlock by Lou Thez. And Billy Sandow is hurt. And Thez scoops him with the airplane spin. This is the move that put his last opponent away. And it's not going to put Sandow away. Sandow's hurt, but not ready to call it. Into the turnbuckle goes Billy Sandow. As the referee gets between you, your opponent, between you and your opponent to separate you, one of you gets the upper hand. Roll 1 die. Thez is the fan favorite. Sandow is the rule breaker. On an even roll, the fan favorite avoids being struck by the rule breaker's cheap shot and fires back over the top of the referee. Fan favorite rolls on level 2 offense. So that is Lou Thez. And Thez once again backing him into the turnbuckle. And the opponent backs you into the buckle. After the referee separates you and your opponent, you rush out of the turnbuckle, and the opponent catapults you to the mat with a high back body drop, or sends you face first to the mat with a drop toe hold. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. So we're going to say that Sandow rushed Thez, and Thez hit him with a big back body drop, and is now in control. Thez not going to throw Sandow out of the ring. Instead, he's going to hit him with some drop kicks. Sandow is hurt. And Thez with a big punch to the ribs. Billy Sandow able to counter that. Tries for an ankle grab on Thez. Thez able to counter that. Thez once again backs him into the turnbuckle. Your opponent tries to push or whip you into the buckle. You reverse it. So Thez rolling on the turnbuckle chart. Your opponent backs you into the buckle and you both jockey for position. The wrestler with the better turnbuckle rating gets the upper hand and executes a big slam to the canvas. The wrestler with the worst turnbuckle rating rolls on level 3 defense. In a case of a tie, you roll on level 3 defense. So there's no tie. It is Thez who has the better rating. So Sandow now rolling on level 3 defense. Sandow's hurt here as Thez slams him down, scoops him up again and slams him down. Sandow's hurt. And Thez throws some drop kicks at Sandow. Billy Sandow's down. Thez is going to throw him out of the ring this time. Your opponent drops you with a big move near the ropes. You roll out of the ring and to recollect yourself. As you re-enter the ring, the opponent is quick to react and gets the upper hand. So Sandow takes a breather. Thez jumps all over him and backs him into the turnbuckle as he gets back in the ring. Your opponent tries to whip you into the buckle, but you're able to counter the whip. The opponent slams into the buckle and is met with your next move. Roll on level 2 offense. So that's Sandow sending Thez crashing into the buckle. As Thez stumbles out, Sandow applies a wrist lock. Thez is dazed. Sandow grabs an arm lock. That's a power move. That's not going to work. Thez with a hammer lock. Now we're going to go for the power there. That's going to be a level 2 move, but it's going to work on 10 or less, and it does. So Sandow is hurt by the hammer lock. He keeps that hammer lock applied. Once again, going to try for the level 2 hammer lock. Should have tried for the level 3 on that one, but it does succeed. And Sandow able to pry his arm out, grabs Thez over the shoulder arm flip, and Thez is hurt. And Billy Sandow grabs a wrist lock on Lou Thez. Thez is dazed. Sandow pushes Thez into the ropes. You are pushed into the ropes by your opponent, but you're able to shove him off balance as he tries to push you back against the ropes. Roll on level 2 offense. So Thez in control here as he shoves Sandow off balance and then throws some drop kicks at Billy Sandow. Sandow is hurt here. Hammer lock that's 10 or less. He gets it. Sandow able to counter. And Sandow attempts a leg sweep, and that is going to work. Thez is thrown off balance. As he tries for the leg sweep, he tries to back Thez into the ropes. You are pushed into the ropes by your opponent, but are able to shove him off balance. Roll on level 2. So that is Thez. And Thez once again tries for the hammer lock. 10 or less. He gets it. And Sandow is down. Lou Thez now. Not going to throw him out of the ring. Going to roll up. Punches Sandow in the ribs. Sandow is hurt. And another big punch to the ribs. Sandow counters that one. Catches the punch attempt and flips him over his shoulder with the arm flip. And Thez is hurt here. Now, Billy Sandow with the big waist lock suplex. That's a choice D. Level 3 move on agility. So 6 or less, he's going to try for it anyway. 9 does not get it. So Thez is able to counter that waist lock suplex with a big double leg pickup and slam. Sandow slammed to the mat. He's hurt. Thez tries to punch him in the ribs again. That connects. And he's going to attempt that hammer lock. I think Thez is going to try... No, he's not, because that's a 4 or less. So he's going to try for the power. That's 10 or less. He gets it. Sandow is down. Lou Thez with the Thez press on Billy Sandow. Target is 3. Roll is an 11. So Sandow not pinned. But Thez in control here now with a Greco-Roman backdrop. Target is 4. Roll is a 7. Sandow's in trouble as Lou Thez just keeps building up. Thez runs at him with a big Thez press. Target is 5. Roll is a 6. Sandow needs to get away from Thez here. Release Power Bomb. Choice D. Level 3, 8 plus or minus agility. I'm not going to use that one. That's going to be 5 or... He's going to try it. It's 5 or less. And on a roll at 2, he gets it. Release Power Bomb. That hurts Billy Sandow. Sandow pushed into the buckle by Luthez. The opponent whips you into the buckle and you stubble. You stubble out of the buckle. Or out of the corner. I need to fix that. You stumble out of the corner right into your opponent's next move. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. So Thez moving in. He's going to push him back into the buckle again. This is the roll 1 die. Opponent, or the referee, trying to separate him. And on an even roll, the fan favorite blocks that, a cheap shot, and fires back over the top of the referee and is in control here. So Luthez, once again pushing back into the turnbuckle. The opponent backs you into the turnbuckle and you jockey for position. The wrestler with the better turnbuckle rating gets the upper hand and executes a big slam to the canvas. That's going to be Luthez. The wrestler with the worst turnbuckle rating rolls on level 3 defense. So that's Sandow. And Sandow is hurt. And now big drop kicks by Luthez. Sandow is down. Going to try rolling out of the ring. And Sandow put down with the drop kicks near the ropes. You roll out of the ring to take a breather. Your opponent tries to follow you out, but the referee won't allow it. Sandow rolls back in the ring and gets the upper hand here with a big wrist lock on Luthez. He is hurt here as Sandow applies the body scissors. And Luthez is, he's down. He's going to try rolling out of the ring. And Sandow squeezes on him with the body scissors, but Thez reaches the ropes finally. The referee breaks the hold and Thez rolls out of the ring. But the opponent follows him outside, so Sandow follows Thez out and continues to beat on him before rolling him back in the ring. Sandow in control now with the big headlock takedown, and Luthez is hurt. Now Sandow with a big waistlock suplex. It's a choice D. That's going to be 6 or less. And on a roll of 9, he does not have it. So now Thez backs him into the buckle again. And Sandow able to counter the whip to the buckle. And Thez bounces off the buckle and is met with an over-the-shoulder arm flip as he comes back to the center of the ring. Sandow in control here. Sandow has Thez hurt. And a big standing arm bar. And Luthez counters that. Rolling short arm scissors by Luthez. That's an agility move, and he just does not have the agility. So Sandow able to avoid that and applies a waistlock suplex on Luthez. Let's see. Agility or power. He's going to try the agility still. That's going to be 6 or less. And on a roll of 8, he just can't get him. Thez able to elbow his way out of the waistlock. And then turns him around and drop kicks him into oblivion here. And Billy Sandow is in trouble. Target is 4. Roll is a 5. So Sandow just barely able to kick out. And Luthez in control. Thez with an STF. A step over toe hold with face lock. And Sandow is hurt. Luthez not going to back him into the turnbuckle. I'm sick of seeing those. But he applies a side headlock on Billy Sandow. Sandow able to counter. And this time Sandow backs Thez into the buckle. Your opponent backs you into the turnbuckle and you both jockey for position. The wrestler with the better turnbuckle rating. And that is Thez. So Sandow rolling on level 3 here. He is down. He's going to roll out of the ring. Let's see here. Your opponent throws you from the ring. So Sandow put down by Thez. And the Thez picks him up and pushes him out of the ring. The referee warns them. While the opponent is busy with the referee, you get back into the ring all fired up and lay the opponent out with a big move. So Sandow is mad that he was thrown from the ring by Thez. Gets back in, scoops Thez. Big double leg takedown by Sandow. Sandow in control here. Fishhook suplex on Luthez. Thez is hurt. Standing arm bar by Sandow. Thez manages to Counter that. Double leg pickup to slam. Sandow manages to counter. A leg sweep. That will work. Thez is hurt here. Billy Sandow with the big body scissors. And Thez in trouble here. Body scissors. Nowhere to go. Sandow forcing his shoulders to the mat. Target is 2. Roll is a 5. That's not a choice C. That is a fatigue. And now Lou Thez. A headlock takedown by Billy Sandow as they get back to their feet. Thez is hurt. Over the shoulder arm flip. And Thez is hurt again. Waistlock suplex choice D. That's going to be 6 or less by Sandow. Can't do it. Airplane spin by Thez. Picks up Sandow. And slams him to the mat. He is hurt. These two just do not want to end, or do not want to go down. Airplane spin by Thez again. Sandow is hurt. And now Les blasts him with a punch to the ribs. Billy Sandow is dazed. And Lou Thez backs Sandow into the ropes. Sandow hits the ropes to gain momentum and then drives his opponent down with a hard shoulder tackle. Roll on level 3 offense. So Sandow just blasts Thez with that shoulder tackle. And that's going to drop Thez. And Thez planted with that shoulder tackle, and he falls down near the ropes, and he rolls out of the ring. The opponent tries to follow you out, but the referee won't allow it. As the opponent is busy with the referee, you roll back in the ring and get the upper hand. So Thez now on level 2. Double leg pickup to slam, and Sandow is hurt. Airplane spin by Thez. Sandow is hurt again. Big hammer lock choice C. Agility, that's going to make it a 4, so he's going to try for the level 2 move. It's going to work on 10 or less. And on a roll of 9, he gets it. Sandow's hurt. Lou Thez in control. 10 or less again. Gets it again. Sandow is down. And Thez now with the Thez press. Target is 7. Roll is an 8. Billy Sandow stays alive. Neither of these guys want to give it as this match approaches 1 hour in time. We're using, I think it's double or triple time, because I find that to be the most realistic with match lengths. So, not really an hour, but going on 20 minutes now. And Thez in control here, and Thez not gonna throw him out of the ring. Thez is a good guy. Thez wouldn't do that. A double leg pickup to slam, and Sandow counters. Sandow tries for the arm lock, but doesn't have the power. Thez double leg pickup to slam again. Sandow counters again. Sandow with a wrist lock on Lou Thez. Thez is hurt. Sandow transitions to a body scissors. Puts Thez's shoulders to the mat again. Target is 3. Roll is a 4, so he almost had Thez there, but not quite. Sandow in control now. Sandow throws Thez from the ring. While fighting for control near the ropes, both you and your opponent go tumbling over the top rope to the arena floor. Both wrestlers roll count out. So 6 for Sandow. And Sandow is counted out. And if Thez is counted out, we will just continue the match because it can't end in a draw. And target is 4 for Thez, and Thez rolls a 5, so he is not counted out. So that match ends with Lou Thez winning by countout. So yes, this is not a tag team title match. This is the America's Cup 3 Finals. And that was Lou Thez beating Billy Sandow via countout. When Sandow couldn't return to the ring after both men tumbled over the top rope. And let's see, 7, so that's a 3.5 star match. I'm going to take off half a star for the count out, because that's a little bit of a lame finish. But it is what it is, so there we go. And Lou Thez has won the America's Cup 3. And Thez having a tournament resurgence, or not resurgence, but having a tournament renaissance here, as he also won the Grand League last year in Japan. So Thez is a Grand League champion and an America's Cup champion. So both major tournaments in the NWC Universe, Thez has won them. Right now, he is the only man to have done both, but there's only been one Grand League, so, you know, somebody else might be able to do it at some point. And here is our main event, an NBBW World Women's Title match, Mildred Burke versus Nell Stewart. This is going to be the final match for us for the evening. The NBBW World Women's Title is at stake here. In the red corner, the challenger, weighing in at 142 pounds and standing 5 feet 4 inches tall, from Birmingham, Alabama, she is Nell Stewart. And in the blue corner, weighing in at 138 pounds and standing 5 feet 2 inches tall, from Coffeyville, Kansas, the NBBW World's Women's Champion, Mildred Burke. And so Burke and Stewart meet up in the center of the ring. And it's Mildred Burke in control. Mildred Burke with the body scissors. That's a power move, and she does have the power, so that will work. And Stewart is dazed. Burke in control here. Snap mare on Nell Stewart. Stewart counters, and Stewart counters with the snap mare of her own, and then climbs to the second rope and attempts a big splash, and that will work. They both have the same agility, so Burke is hurt. Mildred Burke in trouble here as Nell Stewart blasts her with a running elbow strike, choice F. Let's see. I guess we're going to go for agility. That's going to be a level 2 move, and it's going to be 4 or less. So that does not work. So Mildred Burke in control here, choice F. These are using the old charts. I made this match before I created the charts that I have been using. So this is using the vintage charts, just so everyone is aware. Let's see here. Burke with a grinding face lock, choice F. We're going to go for the power. It's going to work on a 6 or less. And on a roll of 6, that works. And Mildred Burke has put Nell Stewart down with the grinding face lock. And now she is going to throw her out of the ring. And Nell Stewart can't get much done. Takes a breather, rolls back in. Mildred Burke in control here. And Burke going to back her into the ropes. And the referee steps in, breaks these two up. And Mildred Burke and Nell Stewart. And Stewart wins the relock up and rolls through with the single leg. Mildred Burke in trouble here. Burke is hurt. Nell Stewart running elbow strike. This is a choice F. Let's see here. We're going to go for agility because that's the one that's going to be less likely to fail, but they're both pretty likely to fail. 4 or less. On a roll of 8, she can't get it. Mildred Burke now, big forearm uppercut. Hurts Nell Stewart. Big forearm uppercut again. Smacking Nell Stewart around. And big suplex by Mildred Burke. And that's going to put Nell Stewart down. Stewart back to her feet. And she's met with another big forearm uppercut by Mildred Burke. Stewart is down. Burke going to throw her out of the ring again. And Nell Stewart grabs Mildred Burke, drags her out of the ring, and slams her into the announce table, or into the ring bell on the announce table more specifically. We're going to roll DQ here, and she is disqualified. So Nell Stewart losing the match by DQ after she failed to get the upper hand on Mildred Burke. So Burke, let's see. We're going to call it that one. That was Mildred Burke winning by DQ. And Stewart slammed Burke into the ring bell on the timekeeper's tape. There we go. And I'm going to say that was a dud. I mean, that really was not an exciting match. So we'll go here, we'll hit OK. And there we go. I believe that should be everything. So let's go and check our title history here. See the defenses, how long people have been champion. Let's give it a look here. We saw the tag team titles. The Fabulous Fargos defeated Crusher and Mahler. And they have been the champions now for 59 days with one defense. And the World Women's title here. Mildred Burke has 3 defenses in her 3rd reign. She's been champion now for 1 year, 1 full year. There's Nell Stewart. She beat June Byers as well, and Elvira Snodgrass. So there we go. Mildred Burke. I do believe that she is the longest if you combine all of her reigns and everything. So let's go into the rankings and take a look. Here we go, rankings. We're going to go for women. Yeah, that's her 3rd reign. She's on a 6-win streak. All-time records. Let's just take a quick look here. That's only going to... Here we go. Longest combined reign. That is going to be Mildred Burke. 3 reigns that have totaled 4 years and 74 days. So, and I think she's got the most defenses for that title as well. Yeah, 11 combined defenses over 3 reigns. So. And then if we take a look at just the men here, we've got Lou Thez on a 13-match winning streak. Just absolutely climbing the rankings. He has been champion quite a few times. I think he is a 3-time world champion. Currently, our champion is Freddie Blassie, who offed Johnny Valentine. Johnny Rougeau is the United States champion, ironically. Muldoon and Londos just cannot lose their belts. I don't know why, but they just can't. It just won't happen. Billy Varga on a cold streak here as he's lost 6 in a row. Anything else interesting? Everett Marshall has lost 9 in a row. So after winning 3 straight, he just decided he was just going to lay down for 9 straight matches. Dr. B.F. Roller, 16 in a row. That doesn't surprise me at all. B.F. Roller's kind of a jobber. The Sheik keeps getting disqualified. As you probably should. But yeah, he's 1-9 with 9 straight losses, mostly due to disqualification. And then we've got Frank Hickey and Masahiko Kimura, both 0-8 with 8 straight losses. Kimura just cannot get a break in Japan. The Grand League did not do him any favors. He lost every single match that he had in the Grand League and just couldn't get started there. And then looking at our tag team rankings here, we've got the Fabulous Fargos, 2-0. They basically came in, won the titles in their debut with Don Fargo taking the place of Roughhouse Fargo. And then, because the Fargo brothers were 2-5. So Jackie Fargo had been fighting in a team before. And they picked up wins after acquiring the services of Wild Red Berry. So, and then we see the Zbyszko brothers. Let's see. Ray Stevens and Rip Hawk, they were the former champions. Let's see what happened there. I think I changed their name. or something like that. Now, yeah, Rip Hawk and Ray Stevens. So they technically are together but for some reason they're not. I'm gonna have to figure that out and fix it probably. Um, but yeah, they are technically 7-1. They were tag team champions for quite a while, so that doesn't count. The Sharps might need another title shot here. They are 5-2 with a 1 win. It doesn't really look like anybody's got anything else going on in the tag team ranks. So, Kangaroos maybe, but they've lost 2 in a row. So we'll have to see. Let's see. That should do it for us here, pretty much. Not much else to talk about. So, I think Grant has shown this off, but I might as well show it off as well. We've got my NWC Hall of Fame here. We've got the original title that Luthez. Here we go. We get some information used from January 01 to December 08. And then first held by Joe Stecker, last held by Luthez. So when Johnny Valentine won the title, he got a new belt made. That is the original NWC World Heavyweight title, though. They're in the case. And we have Farmer Burns and Martin Burns inducted into the Hall of Fame. So you can go ahead and take a look at them. It'll spin around. It's got the nice foil thing. I think Grant has shown this off. And, we've got some information on the two of them. They both say the same thing. Essentially, I just inducted both of them because they're different names for the same card, and I figured why not? Trying to test things out, so I did that. But yeah, so this Hall of Fame thing, this will be in the next update. It's pretty straightforward. You've got your manage it. You can manage it. It'll give you the year that they were inducted. You just type in the name here. I need to make this a drop-down box so that when you type the name, it'll pop up possible things. Because right now, like, even if I type in like Ed, which should bring up like Ed Lewis, a bunch of other guys, it doesn't. So I need to do that. But other than that, this is pretty much done, and should be ready to go soon. I for the people who are who support on Patreon and are waiting for an update, I have multiple sclerosis, for those of you who don't know. No big deal. It is what it is. But I take a medication once a year for 1 week, 2 months a year. I know that's a weird thing. But basically, in January and February, I'm going to be pretty much incapacitated for a week while I take this medicine, which is like a low-grade chemo treatment that targets your immune system. So I've been feeling like shit, so I'm a little behind on the updating, but it will happen. It may not actually happen till February, though, at this point, because I didn't have a chance to work on this at all over the last week to do like some of the final polish that I wanted. So it is coming. Everybody should be aware. Should be here soon. But right now it is what it is, and I'm still working on it. There have been lots of little quality of life things I've added as well that are less obvious or less big. So, but that is what it is, and I hope y'all enjoyed, and I will catch you later. Thanks for watching.